Pisces, welcome to your hopes, fears, and reality spread. As per usual, you can click right on that description box below, and it will talk about the significance of the spread as well as the placement of each card. So, Pisces, here we go. Mm. Whoa, this is interesting. All right. So, for your hopes, you have the Empress and the Tower. So, what I'm getting from this is interesting because the tower is an outside disrupting force that is an outside force that disrupts your foundation. Okay. Um, it shakes everything up and tears things down in order to make room for new growth. It's like the fives. It's like chaos. And it's the chaos that comes in to show you the things that you don't want. It's all about uncomfortable change. And you have that with the Empress. The Empress is about nurturing, it's about moving forward, um, bringing something into fruition. The Empress is connected with the threes, and the threes are all about creations. So the tower itself isn't a five, it's just similar to the energy of. Um, so I guess what I'm trying to say here for your hopes is you're hoping to be the tower. Okay. You are hoping to force change in order to bring something into fruition. It's like you want to tear it all down so you can rebuild it again. This could be you questioning your value system. This could be you questioning somebody else's value system. This could be you saying, you know what, I've did things like this all the time in the past and that wasn't working for me. I'm going to do things I'm going to make these changes and I'm going to do things very, very different and see what the outcome is. So yeah, you are hoping to be the tower. And after you tear everything down, you want to put it back together in a way that serves you better. The Empress is also, she's a pregnant woman. So sometimes she represents the birthing of ideas. Okay. So it's almost like you're toying with the idea of just tearing everything down. The fear that you have is that coming in and making swift, or not coming in, not, let me rephrase that. Let's start from the beginning. The fear that you have is that not making the necessary changes is going to stop forward movement. So it's almost like you fear stagnation. Things are a certain way right now, and they're not bad, but you don't want them to stay this way. It's almost like you're like, yeah, it's comfortable, but is it happy? Because that happens a lot. Some people confuse comfort for happiness. So you're looking to make a change so you don't wind up stagnant in a situation because you fear that stagnancy. The reality of the situation is that time is moving forward with or without you. Everything is going to be moving forward. You know, you're subject to Father Time here, whether or not you choose to take control of the situation. And there's something that you're feeling that is all too familiar. It's almost like I've been here before and I don't want to, again, stay stagnant. I don't want to wind up with the same thing I've always had. If you want something you've never had, you have to be willing to do something you've never done. And your hopes shows me that you're willing to do something you've never done out of fear of being stagnant. And the reality says, you know, this thing is moving forward whether you're going to take control of it or not, and it just feels so similar if you don't take control and make a change. Pisces. Ooh, it's tough. Yeah, see, you're not communicating what needs to come forward in order to make that new growth. You're just kind of stuck in your head about it. You're thinking about being this tower. You're wanting to birth this new idea, but ultimately you're not doing anything. That's why you're subject to time and you're worried that if you don't do anything, you're just going to be stuck in this same old day in day out routine. You recognize it's time to do something to get out of what could be a potential heartbreak, what could be a potential, um, do I even want to call it heartbreak or do I want to call it, I'm having trouble with my words today. I do apologize. Disappointment. That's what I'm going for here. This is more of a disappointment. This isn't like, oh my God, the world is over. It's like, oh my God, I'm here again. You know, but you've been there before, so you know how to deal with it because that's why this Nine of Swords came out. So you want to defend something, okay? You want to defend yourself, but you feel like time is running up on making a change in this situation in order to make it better. If you don't make these changes in a certain amount of time, then again, you're just going to be stuck with what you've always had. You're going to be stuck in this stagnation. And if there's the one thing a Pisces hates, it's stagnation. You guys always want to be moving in a direction. It doesn't even matter if you're moving backwards. You'd rather be moving backwards than just staying still and letting everything happen to you instead of for you or with you. All right, let me see what else I can get here, Pisces. This is a very... It's I'm getting an emotional feeling of a sense of urgency, but no other feeling about what the specifics of the situation are. It feels like you kind of want to go in a new direction, but there's some illumination that needs to happen in order for you to feel victorious with this. So again, I'm going to put all the clarification cards away because I think that's what's confusing me in this situation. And I'm going to go back to the hope, the fear, and the reality because it seems like more than listening to more details about the situation, you need to step back and see the bigger picture. You're hoping to make a change so you don't wind up with the same old that you've always dealt with. And time is moving forward whether you make that change or not. So the question that you have, Pisces, and what you need to look at is, how can I make this change so I don't wind up stagnant? Because if I don't make this change soon, then this situation will control me rather than me controlling the situation. So what I'm going to leave you with, Pisces, is the question of, what communication do you need to bring forward to express the need to make a change? To express your want to birth a new idea to this other person or persons involved. What can you say to them to explain to them the importance of getting out of a sense of stagnation? Pisces, I hope you found a message that serves your highest good. I really wish you well with this communication, and I will see you next week.